Hey guys, welcome. It's the very first episode of Jie Your Eye podcast, the show where we talk as a day. So today's episode revolves around confessions. Yes, you heard me right, confessions. Because a lot is happening in Ghana, in Accra, like juicy stuff. So this is the show where we listen to confessions, dark secrets, dirty secrets, anything. And the good part about our show is we keep you anonymous. So please send in your stories as you progress. Okay, so today's story is some way. Yes, it's very, very some way. So I'll leave you, the listeners and the guests who will be coming in to be the judge of it. So I don't want to talk more since our first episode. I'll get right into the story. So yeah, Jie Your Eye, I have a confession to make and I'd like to be kept anonymous. This whole thing started when my best friend, we'll call her Selassie, started dating a very handsome rich man who we'll call Kevin. Kevin loved Selassie to the core. I mean, he gave everything that she ever wanted or needed. He took her on all the most expensive trips, the most beautiful places in the world. She had new clothes, wigs, jewelry every week. Ever since Selassie started dating Kevin, she's never repeated a dress before. Her mother lives in a better home and her siblings are in better schools. Aside money, Kevin and Selassie were very much in love. However, after 1 year of dating, Selassie noticed that Kevin was becoming a bit absent in her life. The trips and dates had reduced, but the money was still coming in. When Selassie asked him the reason for his absence, he would give excuses. Long story short, I found out the reason for his absence, and when I tell you, it was very shocking. Kevin had 2-year-old boy twins. He kept a secret from Selassie. Selassie was affected by what had happened. She was very shaken. She decided not to speak to Kevin, and despite his pleas and cries, she called it quits with him. She wanted no contact with Kevin. She blocked him on all social media platforms. Kevin reached out to me to convince Selassie to forgive him, and that he would have told her sooner, but he was scared. Selassie was having none of it and said if I didn't stop talking about Kevin, I should cut him off and date him. What didn't I tell this girl? I mean, he was the sole provider for her family. Kevin was devastated and I offered a shoulder and being her support and emotional system. We grew a very strong bond and the unexpected happened. Kevin and I grew feelings for each other. I know I shouldn't be saying this, but I didn't want to keep it a secret either. Now, I don't know if I should continue this relationship with Kevin in secret or tell my best friend about the relationship and end it. Worst part about this is I don't feel bad at all if she doesn't like him. I do. As the saying goes, 1 man's meat is another man's poison. So yeah, this is the story. Reading it, I don't even know what to say. So yes, we have 3 guests in the studio currently who will be deliberating this story and offering their advice. Yes. So I have 3 ladies. From my left, I have Yvonne, I have Albi, and then I have Namido Setre. 3 beautiful ladies. And when I say beautiful, it's not an understatement. So yes, Yvonne with her flashy nails, Albi with her obroni cocoa hair, and then Namido with a beautiful and perfect smile. So I'll start with Yvonne. You are looking beautiful. I like your nails. Thank you guys for coming to the studio despite your busy academic schedules.
Thank you, Miss Cindy.
So you guys were in the studio when I was reading the story, so I'm sure you heard everything that I read.
Yeah.
The story is some way. At this point, I am speechless.
I know.
So I'm leaving it for you 3 to discuss it. So starting from Yvonne, what is your take on this story?
Okay, so thank you, Miss Cindy, for this opportunity. You're actually looking very cute yourself.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to my friends here. Thank you for coming to. Okay, so listening to the story, I mean, it's like I'm the girl saying who brought the confession because I don't feel anything.
You don't feel anything?
I don't feel remorseful. If I was in her shoes, I wouldn't feel remorseful. Because
why?
Because you are my best friend.
Yes.
And I know this is what is benefiting you. This is what is good for you.
Yes.
If someone has told you something, you're not supposed to. I know you are angry. At that time, you've blocked the person. You don't want to talk to the person anymore. But we are human beings. Human beings make mistakes. He can't just come and be in a relationship with you.
But some mistakes are some way, you.
I know. But you can't just come into he was scared. Obviously, he's scared to tell you that he has twins, like 2 boys. Like, you would definitely leave him. And you left. And when you left, I was there for the guy. Like, it's just that it wasn't my fault.
But is it your duty to be there for your friends, man?
We are all human beings. I will actually give my time to a random person, not someone who has been good to my best friend. And we are human beings. We can grow feelings at any time. So if I started growing feelings for him and now we are together, sometimes we should understand some things. When she blocked the guy, she was supposed to think about it. Maybe you will not come back to him, but you will be okay with him. You will be friends with him or something. But you decided not to talk to him. People came to beg you and stuff. You decided not to. And
Yvonne,
okay.
Have you ever had a broken heart?
Yeah, I have.
Think about this. I'll come back to you. Please, what's your take on this?
I want to, talk about what Yvonne is saying.
Okay.
Personally, I feel that you shouldn't be friends with your boyfriend, your best friend's boyfriend, because it should be loyalty. It's a sister code. Do you understand? You have to follow what your best friend is doing, because that's why she's your best friend.
Exactly.
Not your friend. She's your best friend. So you shouldn't be there for the man. Like, the guy has friends that, like, they can comfort him and, like, he can explain it to them.
Yeah.
So why should you be there? Me personally, I will feel you were into my guy when I was dating him in the first place, and you didn't tell me about it. Because if you weren't into my guy, you wouldn't get close to him and look at the good side and what he's doing for me and fall for him.
Yeah. So it was like you can even comfort him, but then you have to stay a bit professional, knowing he's your friend.
Do you understand?
So yes.
The thing is, you shouldn't even have a relationship
at all
with your best friend. It's a hi or hello when you see each other.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Let me chip in.
Because of how people get feelings. You easily get attached to people when you have conversation with the person, and so in order to avoid all of that, you just take yourself out, let them deal with their own situation. If your best friend says she doesn't want the man, you follow her, because she's your friend. That's why she's your best friend.
All right.
It's a sister code.
Okay, so
forever.
I really like what you are saying. You have a lot to say, as well as Yvonne. So let me talk to Nyamido. Nyamido, what's your take on this?
Well, I would support the best friend and not Selassie, because you can't control the heart. Yeah.
What should I?
Selassie decided not to go back to Kevin when her best friend was trying to talk to her, trying to bring them back together. She decided and told her that if she wants, she can go and date Kevin. And so that best friend has heeded to your advice and has gone to take Kevin.
Oh, but that one, there shouldn't be something to stand on and say, because the best friend told her to go and date you. Sometimes when we are angry, we are all humans. When we are angry, we say certain things that we actually don't mean. So, Charlie, I don't think so, but yeah.
No matter what the best friend is doing is right, because you are taking care of my mother. You are taking care of my little siblings. You've given my mother a house. What else are you looking for?
At least
you are gaining something from it.
But she was hurt. She was hurt. Let's not take the material aspect, but let's take the emotional part. She was hurt. There are certain mistakes that when you do, it's very difficult to be forgiven. So let's say this story never came up. So 5 years, almost getting married, and then she finds out her husband has twin children. It's some way.
What's the mistake about having a child?
There is actually no mistake, but he not being honest enough from the beginning.
Miss Cindy, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
If you are getting into a relationship with a guy, right?
Yeah.
And he tells you he has HIV, and you love him so much, he's giving you everything. Let's say you are already in a relationship with him,
okay,
and he's giving you everything, right? Okay, you're not in a relationship, you're in a talking stage.
Yeah.
Then at that talking stage, he tells you, I love you. Like, he gives you you are so in love with him. He takes you to trips. He buys you your house. Like, he takes care of your parents, everything. Like, your everything. And he tells you he has HIV. Will you stay or will you leave? Tell me the truth. Be very honest.
Yvonne, let me answer your question with another question.
Yeah.
Yvonne, you see that you have a whole life, like let's say 50 years on earth to live. And then at some point, someone tells you to die. Kill yourself. Will you kill yourself?
No.
Okay, so that's my question. HIV is a sexually transmitted disease. If things are not taken, I know there are like medicine and all of that, but Charlie, you don't know.
Okay, so this
so
is
I don't
not
want
HIV.
to die. But this one we are in talking stages. You get it. But this one they were in a whole relationship.
Okay.
Relationship is different from talking stages. Talking stages you can easily back out at any time.
So what I'm trying to tell you is, if he had told the lady that he had like 2 children, do you think you would have gone? Would have continued being in a relationship with
she
him?
would have saved herself from that emotional trouble.
But
currently.
you wouldn't have gone into the relationship, right? And now I love you. I give you every single thing. I don't know how to approach the situation. So it's better I keep it a secret and tell you the time that we are going. He doesn't do any mistake. He gives you attention.
But
Takes care of your parents.
At some point,
that was
he
the
started
mistake.
being absent. What was the reason?
Because we have emotion. It gets to a time that you are not going to get everything smoothly. He's giving you the money. It's of you to ask him. That is when you found out that he has twins, which means he was even planning. He might be planning to tell you. That's why he was distant.
But we didn't get the context as to how
because
found out.
Because it wasn't the guy or the
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, according to what Yvonne is saying, in my perspective, I feel like if you are going into a relationship with someone, at that time that you people are getting to know each other, that time there's no feelings involved. So you have every chance to tell the person what.
Yes.
So if that time you tell the person that, oh, maybe I have twins, I already have twins, and then she says, oh, I don't like twins. You know, you are the one going to, like, you want to date the person. So you find a way to make the person understand your situation. Do you understand? But then when you make the person into the relationship and then later you drop the bomb on the person that I have twins, that one is so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So
than the person getting to know and being aware of that you have twins.
Okay.
In the talking stage,
guys.
you find a way to understand him. Why is that the relationship? You not take your time to understand, because we girls we lie a lot. It's not something you go into a relationship with someone and we are telling you that our parents have this. Our parents. What if he also took that one? Like, I'm telling you that my parents are rich, but we get into a relationship and my parents are not rich. That's a lie.
It's deception.
Yes,
deception.
you know. So this is something that is very like heavy for him to tell you. He knows when he tells you he's going to lose his relationship with you. Okay. So he's taking his time. When you guys are far, I know he didn't do it well, but
listen,
you can still understand him if you really love the guy.
Okay.
What Vaughn is trying to say, that means that the relationship is more important than his children.
You can take
your
it from
children,
that angle.
yeah, because what she's trying to say, it feels as if your relationship with the girl is more important. Okay. So you are hiding. It feels like you are hiding your children.
I'll be. Seems Namido has something to say too.
I wanted to say that maybe he being absent for some time could be that he was thinking of a way for him to come to Selassie and tell him about his twins. Since they were both in love, maybe she'll be willing to accept the twins.
Okay.
Think about the thing for 1.5 years.
You're serious, but
it was so serious. Seriously,
let's not go there. Let's not go there.
He was trying to find the right way to tell her.
It took so long, 1.5 years. He could have used 4 months to tell the girl.
It wasn't going to be easy.
So why didn't you tell the girl at the starting of the relationship? At that time,
because
there were no
he knew he would lose it.
At that time, there were no feelings involved. Do you understand? So that time, there's no feelings involved. It's really not painful as you are really committed in this relationship, and the person just dropped the bomb on
Let
you.
me tell you, in the
And then
story,
you
right?
see that the annoying part is he starts to behave some way
Yeah,
that you don't even
yeah.
understand why he's behaving
In
that
that
way.
way.
And you keep questioning yourself if he loves you or if he's playing with you, if he's joking with you, and then you suddenly find out that he has twins. That's why he's behaving that way.
But she was
If
enjoying the
you-
trips,
Yes,
the money,
everything.
the clothes.
Everything. You were enjoying it.
So why
So
can't you
you-
accept my child?
The conversation is getting interesting with all the trips and then the heartbreak and all of that. So, and Yvonne, I'll be a Namido with all that you're saying. Do you think as a girl you should date your best friend's man, whatever was the situation?
It's not like particularly date your best friend. Emotions are there. Sometimes you can't control your feelings. If it gets to a time where you and like the person click so much that you can't get like you can't go off from each other, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. If your best friend is really there for you, he's going to understand it. Since it didn't work out for you, you understand, you didn't like the twins, and so I'm the one who likes it, and I was there for him and I fell in love with him. I can't cancel my emotions because of like my friend. You won't marry me. The person who will marry me and the person I'm in love with, I can't fall in love with my best friend, the girl.
Okay.
and
But have you asked yourself if you were in that situation?
I would be happy for my friend.
Really?
Yes.
Someone, your man, someone you were so in love with.
If it didn't work out for me and my friend, eventually I'll think about it. I'll think twice about
Yvonne,
it.
this issue is not like it wasn't working out. Something happened. Let's say something happens between you and your man, something that can actually be amended, solved. But then because you were so hurt at that time, you decided to take a step back. And then you realized your friend has like gone to fill in the
Chipped in.
pothole there.
Yeah, chipped in.
If I was a girl, the way I see myself, I don't like I'm not a type that will keep a grudge for a very long time. I might block him. I might not talk to him for months, but I will listen to what he has to say
So
later on.
okay.
And if I listen to what he has to say and maybe the feelings I have for him is gone, I'll tell him to just go ahead and do what he wants, but I'll be happy for him. If you've loved someone before, whatever the person does to hurt you, I know he's going to hurt you, but you can eventually forget about it and be happy for the person. So far as you've loved someone before, you have to always be happy for the person.
Hey,
Yvonne.
Yes.
I don't really agree with what Yvonne is
Becau-
saying. I don't really agree with what Yvonne is saying because to me, it's a sister code.
Allah. Yeah.
You should never
Yeah.
date your best friend's boyfriend.
Like
Me
never.
personally,
like never.
if I see you dating my ex-boyfriend or my ex-boyfriend, I'll feel that when I was in the relationship with a guy, you were interested in the guy. Do you understand? Because I'll
Yeah.
tell you everything my guy got me this, my guy got me this. That means you really wanted my relationship.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You have to follow your friend. That's why it's your best friend. We have friends.
And
we
we
have
have
close
best
friends.
friends.
We have hey bye friends. But this is your best friend
Best
that you
friend,
tell.
yeah.
You see, you tell
Yeah.
her everything.
I mean,
So your best friend has to be wherever you go. So I will simply say that you should never
Ever date your
best friend's
man.
ex. Now.
Didn't Selassie and Kevin break up?
yes.
They broke up.
You know, is breakup one-sided or both parties? Because it seems this breakup was one-sided. So I don't think
Selassie
they
decided to
broke up.
leave him.
And he
It was not his
eventually
fault, and it's
agreed.
not her best friend's fault over here.
But Namido, like what you and Yvonne are actually not getting is the fact that she is your best friend, and I
best
don't
friend
think
is
best
not
friend for a
controlling
year,
her
but
heart.
best friends like Namido. Come on,
She's
come
not
on,
controlling
like
her
you
heart.
are. So can you let's say with how best friends are viewed, like. You know, best friend, like, it's a big deal. Do you get it? So let's say best friends to the point of sisterhood, and then can you take your sister's man?
Will my best friend die for
Can
me?
you take your sister's man?
Will my best friend die
Can you
for
take
me?
your sister's man?
Will my best
Will
friend
he
die
give
for
Can
me
me?
you
children?
take your
Will my
sister's
best friend
man?
give me children?
Your best friend will not give you children, but then we have something called loyalty. Loyalty.
Will
That's
my
it.
best friend
and-
get a house for my mother?
No.
You see what
But
I'm trying
Can
to
she
get what
provide fees?
Nyamido and Yvonne is saying. They are only based on the
On
money. aspect.
Yeah, not the land.
money.
Yeah, no. You
I
let's
money
say
over over
let's
here.
say you
Since I
let's
started
say
talking, I haven't mentioned money
It is
here.
about
I
the
mean,
heart.
it's really
Yeah.
based
I'm
on the
also
money.
concerned about the
let's
heart.
let's
I'm
say
also
I
concerned
dated a
about
guy
the
who didn't
heart.
have money,
Yeah.
and then the guy didn't have money and is in the same situation. Would you go and confront the guy? Would you be there for the guy? No.
Yes.
It's because of the trips, the money that I'm getting.
Maybe
so
they
you want
would,
to
but
chip
they wouldn't
in.
fall in love.
I
How
was not
Papa no,
centered about
because when
the
you
money
say he
alone.
doesn't
I
have
also
it.
spoke about the heart. I didn't talk about money alone.
Yeah.
I also
but,
spoke
but,
about
but
the
don't
heart.
You
you,
know-
but don't you guys also think that this whole thing, it might not even be love, but because of the money,
the things
that's
your
why
friend
the
is getting.
best friend has
Your
gone
friend is
taken.
getting an
One
iPad and
thing-
a 13 Pro
Let
Max.
me
So
tell
you want some. oh.
one thing about me is I've never been friends with my friend's friend. It's only when I'm already friends with the boy. Like I know the boy before my friend come.
Yeah.
I have never, and that's something I don't want to do. Like I just don't want to. But if I already know the boy, like I'm dead. Kilson is my friend, and Cindy, you start to date Kilson, and you become my best friend. I knew Kilson. Kilson is my friend.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And like, I know what has been going on, and I find out that Kilson has twins. Like that is my friend. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm going to be there for him. If you are not going to be there, I'm going to be there for him because he is my friend. It's not like I didn't know you then when you guys started fighting, I took his number and I texted him. No,
Yvonne, that is not what we are talking about.
that is
right
what
now.
we are talking about.
Me personally.
You are saying that Kilson is your friend. He was your friend. You get it. But how can say you providing emotion? What sort of emotional support were
I'm
you
going to
giving?
be there.
What
Like,
are you
She was
giving?
trying to fight
What
for
sort of
their
emotional
for real?
support have
Will
you
you
going to fall in love?
with?
Were you
Yeah.
like what was it that he was crying and then you put his head on your
So were you
shoulder on
trying
your
to-
breast and
Definitely.
you
Were you
comforting
trying
him?
to
Yes.
end the
and
situation?
talk to him.
Or
That
you were
don't cry.
trying to
You'll be
bring
them
okay.
together.
Telling me the friend is being suspicious. I won't lie to you.
Oh, okay.
The
Me,
friend
I-
is being suspicious.
The friend is
Because-
not being suspicious.
Yeah,
If
Bill.
someone is there for someone, they can build their feeling. People fall in love with their fathers.
If
Yes,
Yvonne,
people fall in love with their father. People fall in love
Yvonne,
with even
Yvonne.
girls. They don't even know because of emotional support. Some people fall in love with their same sex and everything. What are you talking about, my dear? You can fall in love. You can't control your feelings. Say, my best friend will be hurt, so let me. Hey, I'm in love with you. As you
in
cancel
order
it.
to, in order to make in order for all these things not to happen, why should you be friends with him? Me personally, if my Kilson is my friend and then Cindy is dating Kilson, I would really distance myself from
I know,
Kilson.
right?
She was
Because-
never friends with him.
Let's say no, according to what
From the story.
Yvonne was saying, he made she made a scenario that if Cindy is friends with Kilson and then they are dating and then it happens to Kilson that Kilson has twins, she will confront Kilson and will be there for Kilson. And I'm trying to say that me personally, I would distance myself from Kilson because they are dating. He's my friend, but me pet asembia that kind of thing that you are interested in my man. You see those kind of things. So I really distance myself from Kilson.
Yeah.
I'll make them be in the situation. If I tell my best friend, you have to take time, and she says, what happened is too hard for her, she can't forgive the guy, I will be on her side. That's friends because she's my best friend. And Kilson is just a friend.
I agree with what I'll be saying because personally, I have been there. I have been there. I was friends with someone and then my friend and then her boyfriend were having issues and then the boy would come to me say that this and that has happened. My friend also come to me, this and that has also happened. But knowing girls, knowing female relationships,
knowing feelings.
So I was giving both of them advice, but then I kept a professional front that this is my friend's man, so whatever that is going, I'm just helping their relationship to be mended. There were times that there were terrible betrayals that they should have broken up, but I was there, gave advice to not only the man but the girl. She wasn't going to hear any of it, but regardless, I had to make her understand that this is the issue at hand.
That's
Face reality.
Yeah.
And they eventually got back together.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Isn't that what
That's what she was.
also
She was advising the girl.
Thank you.
I'm coming to tell you.
No. So
you
the
are
thing
human. Let me
you
tell you.
went to
She
mend
said
the
she didn't get
relationship.
him.
You are human. You are human. You can't keep this person has been nothing but good to you. He's sending you on trips. How many guys will send you on trips who pay for your mother's house and everything? If this is the mistake, at least think about it.
Thank you.
You are human. You can't hold grudge in you for your like the whole life that you are living. You think about it and forgive him. And later on, if he feels like he has fallen in love with you, it will be hard. But if you are happy for your best friend and the guy, you will be peaceful. You'll be having peace. Peace will be reigning. Like, it will stop hurting.
I don't get it. I don't understand what Yvonne is saying at all.
Oh, I see. I think you are one of the people that if I break up with you, that is it. I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
That's the thing.
Please, no, that's not good. We are all humans. You're supposed to forgive. You understand? So if right now she doesn't have to leave the relationship, she can go and talk to the girl and like maybe talk to the if she feels she's not going to accept or forgive, that's her problem.
My thing is, you see, when this kind of situations happened, you make decisions that later you regret.
Yeah.
I feel that the best friend, I don't know what exactly she told her friend, but you're supposed to convince your friend.
Yes. That
it's the heart that we are dealing with. It's feelings. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I can break up with my guy right now, but then later, a month or so, I'll be there and I'll be like, I'm a fool. Oh, this guy was giving me this. Why have I broken up with the guy? It's the time that I realized I've made a mistake and I've broken up with the guy. I'll go and I'll find out my best friend is there. Do you understand? It's as if you were just waiting for me to get out of the relationship and just chip in.
So you should wait.
Do you understand? You should have waited. It's a relationship. If you want something like that, also
okay.
It is your best friend's man.
Like Charlie,
like
Charlie, you the discussion is very interesting, and if we should continue like treating this topic, Adebetching, so many years, we'll still be here. So we have to wrap up. Time is almost up. So, any last advice for the one who confessed?
Okay.
The best friend.
So
any last advice, starting from Yvonne?
I think she did a very great job by being with the man, because she did a very great job by advising her friend, and her friend decided not to adhere to it. That's your problem. Now I'm with him because you don't like twins. I like twins. What if I don't have a womb? So I feel she did well, and she can go and apologize to the girl. She doesn't owe the girl any explanation, but she can go and apologize to the girl for taking her man. But then she's in love. I think she should go ahead with her relationship, and she should just live a free life and not a life of guilt. But she should make the girl aware. If she's keeping it in her and she doesn't tell the girl that she's dating her, she will be living a life full of guilt. So I feel she should just talk to her best friend. And if the girl wants to end it, that is fine. But if the girl decides to forgive her, that is fine. Okay. You know, so she should talk to the girl, but then she should continue with her relationship. She shouldn't break her own heart because of a person she will not marry or will not give her any single thing in this life.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll be.
Me personally, I will still stand on what I'm saying. I think that you shouldn't date your best friend's boyfriend.
No matter what.
All
right.
Because, like, it feels as if you are choosing a man over your relationship with your friend. You are coming to trust man, Adam.
Son of man,
Adam. Trust woman.
Friends, you don't know what your friend will do for you.
Yeah.
You people, like, along the line, you people moving forward, you could meet another person who be able to understand you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And you could meet someone who also like you. It could be that the man that is, into the relationship, well, to me, Chantro say he has twins. The next time he will lie. He will be getting married and lie to you that he's not married, and you will find that one out too. So that one too, when you find out, will you still say, oh, me, I don't care. He's giving me this, he's giving me that, so I don't care. So I'll be in the relationship. Or do you understand? It's so wrong. Okay. It's so wrong. Okay. You should keep sister code. It's loyalty. Yeah. You should be by your best friend no matter what.
Yeah, loyalty, peace.
Yeah.
Namido, my dearest, your last words, advice for the one who confessed, do you think ladies should get involved with their friend's man, best friend's man?
I think the best friend should continue dating Kevin because Selassie didn't have the heart to also think about the kids. And the best friend also tried to bring them back together and she didn't accept. So through that process, the best friend has fallen in love with Kevin. So there's nothing wrong with dating him because by all means, right now he's Selassie's ex. So it's not about her man again.
Okay. I also get what Namido and Yvonne have been saying the whole time, because that is where we end today's episode. It was a fun discussion. So as you heard, Yvonne says, get involved with your best friend's man. Albi says, don't ever date your best friend's man. Namido says, date your best friend's man because it's matters of the heart. And I, your host, Cindy, says, don't ever date your best friend's man. And sister code, loyalty, peace. So this is the end of our show. But before I sign out, let's get interactive on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Jie Your Eye pod. Let's get very interactive. You can just tweet us what we said today and then we respond. Chale Yankasa or social media next. My name has been Cindy Mamiaja Mentakutu. This is the Jie Your Eye Confession Show. And this is where we end. See you again next time when we come. Coming up in our next episode, we have sports. And you know, a memano won't gather around because they are bringing you the latest in sports.
So make your own story, yeah.